I get out on the river pretty often. Since it's part of my work, I'm able to do a lot of site visits and tours of great locations on the rivers and parks.
You know, I wish there were more places that you can engage with the Chicago River, more access points, more opportunities to really be among the river. I think that that's very important, because if you can't access it, if you can't use it, you're not going to care about it.
A lot of people like to walk up and down the river, enjoy the scenery. I noticed people moving closer to the river and enjoying just looking out at the river. I see people in kayaks, I see people in canoes, I see friends of the river going up and organizing events. I just think, you know, Chicago River is a really beautiful part of the city, and in my view, it's almost as beautiful as our lakefront and should be preserved in the same way.
I think that the enhancement of the water quality of the river benefits everybody downtown. I mean, as I remarked earlier, the river was legitimately a source of embarrassment for many Chicagoans. The legends of how dirty it was persist to this day. But when you look at it, I mean, myself as an untrained observer, it's gorgeous. And to learn that the water quality is so much better than people think is really inspiring, because I think it suggests there's so much potential down here to even expand tourism and opportunities to enjoy it even more. I mean, we're starting to see so much green space, kayaking tours where people are actually in the water interacting with the river. I mean, I think it can only get better from here.
When you have a vital asset that runs directly through a large urban center, the perceptions of knowing whether or not this thing is safe and clean, I think really affects how people choose to engage it and choose to really use it as an asset. So improving the water quality, to me, would be one of the most beneficial steps towards creating a widespread acceptance of the river as a public access, rather than its previous legacy, which was as more or less a sewer. You know, previously the river was a shipping hub. You know, we used to transport goods back and forth. It was widened, dredged, and channelized to make it useful for moving large ships. But that use has kind of waned in the recent years, and we see people using it for more pleasurable recreation activities. So we see paddleboarders, kayakers, pleasure boaters now make up a really large cohort of the users of the Chicago River, and I would say a majority of them.
H2NOW is hitting on one of our major goals within our Great Rivers project, which was real-time water quality monitoring. So we are bringing this goal to life, giving people the opportunity to understand day to day, hour to hour, what the quality of the water is, and make that decision about whether they want to interact that day with the river, similar to the systems that we're used to on the lakefront.
I think just knowing that there are organizations like H2NOW that care about the water quality and are studying it and can provide tools to help monitor, I think that's good information to share with people that we row with and people that we're recruiting to join the team.
With knowing the quality of the river and practice going on the river, definitely yes. Many people enjoy water sports on the river, although they are afraid of touching the dirty water. Knowing the H2NOW Chicago data showing it's clean will help encourage others to more confidently enjoy the river and maybe even jump in the river.
H2NOW will benefit Friends of the Chicago River and our work in that we'll have something where we can directly point people to an easily accessible, easily digestible, and understandable format for understanding what the water quality is, and again, if it's safe to get out and recreate. I envision that H2NOW will impact Chicagoans by giving them more confidence in knowing when it is safe to get out on the river. You know, like I said, Friends, we encounter this perception all the time that folks still think that the river is very dirty and still way unsafe to get into, and it's just not true most of the time. So I think if folks had a way to regularly check in and see what the water quality really is, then they would feel more confident in getting out along the river.
Yeah, we're excited for H2NOW Chicago, so that way all of our members can come see the river quality and enjoy it, and we will help promote it along with the H2NOW Chicago. I feel that's an important criteria to have people overcome their biased fears, whether it's true or not, that really knowing true data that the river is clean and it is a fun place to enjoy the river in Chicago.